Greetings. This is going to be your weekly reading. So I'm going to start this reading off with just balancing out the energies, cleansing out any energies I've already polysantoed, saged, or whatever. Polysantoed, cleanse the energies out. So I'm going to just, oh, come on, Ollie. Come on. I'm just going to ground the energies and put us in a state where we're able to receive the messages in a receptive way, in a peaceful way. Okay, so I'm going to chime the bells, and then when you hear the vibrations, just kind of breathe in or just relax. Okay, so hopefully that grounded someone's energy. Now keep in mind, you guys, as I'm doing this reading for you guys don't have to be an Aries sun. You guys can be an Aries moon, rising, or some other placement of Aries in your chart. You guys can also check the other signs for more clarity if you guys have other signs in your chart, of course. Now keep in mind, because it's general, this is not a personal reading. It's not meant to resonate with you wholeheartedly and fully as if it were a personal reading. So please do not force a reading to resonate where it doesn't. Please only take what does resonate with you by using your own intuition and discernment to know what messages are coming through for you specifically, because I'm channeling for multiple people, so something's bound to come up. If not at all, then that means that this reading or this message was never meant for you. But just take what does resonate, if anything does. Okay, I'm going to pull some oracle messages first before I get into the tarot and the love reading. What is the message for Aries? Okay, got craft, beer, student debt, bitcoins, okay, gentrification, and internship. So this is a lot of different energies. It's not going to resonate with everyone, like just certain parts of the reading or this message. So with the craft beer, this could represent a lot of partying. Okay, some of you guys may take this time out to, whether you're studying, you don't have to be in school. No, Ollie, what's going on? Come here. You don't have to actually be in school. This could be studying in other areas, or you may have been in a hermit mode for quite some time. So now you want to celebrate, or maybe some of you guys just need to go out and do some things that you enjoy doing. For others, it could be that this is, Ollie, stop doing that. She keeps pushing the my camera stand thing with her. She's rubbing her face on it. My cat. Come here. What's the matter, baby? Oh. Oh no, Ollie. No, baby. Come on, let's go somewhere. Come on, let's go to pool. Where do you want to go? Want to go lay down in the closet? Come on. Nope, she said no, I don't. Okay, sorry about that. So, I apologize, y'all. What's the matter? If I could pause this, I would. She's messing with the camera thing. It's probably going to move a little bit more. I don't know, because she keeps messing with it. But what I was saying is, I feel like for some of you guys, this is a need for you to go out and socialize. And for others, you know, you could be in school because of this. And maybe there's too much partying going on and not enough studying. Some of you, this is like spiritually going within, and there's a lot of, you know, slacking off in that area and needing to go within. There's something with money here Bitcoin. So some of you guys, this could have something to do with like Cash App and PayPal and stuff like that. There's something with this. It could also be a organization or a party for college or something like that. Like it could be there's a college party that's some sort of fundraiser or something like that, or some of you guys may be trying to raise money for some sort of cause. Like this is going to be different for everyone. The gentrification thing, it could be that they're wanting to make changes to the area, to the school. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to pitch in to help build a school in a neighborhood or something like that. Internships, some of you guys may be on an internship, or some of you guys may be in the military. Some of you, it's like some of you may be trying to make a difference in the neighborhood or something, and it could be like needing the money to fund this thing, whatever it is, or helping another person's cause. It could be a party. It could be something with school. Like I said, it could be building up the neighborhood, building a new school in the neighborhood. I'm just giving, these could be like specific messages for some of you. So if that didn't resonate with anyone, I'm sure it's resonating with somebody, at least one person. What's wrong, Ollie? Huh? What's the matter? Okay, so I'm going to do a 10 card spread for the week message and see what wants to come out. And then I'm going to do a love reading for you guys. Keep in mind, this is a general energy reading. Certain parts may resonate, while certain parts may not resonate with you. The Hermit. The Three of Wands. It's funny, I did say something about Hermit mode. The Four of Cups, the Devil. Two of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. The Chariot. The Nine of Swords. The Lovers. And the Fool. Okay. Alrighty, so for some of you, this is like this hermit mode. This is the time for you to do that. You might need to go within. He's like a mad scientist. He's coming up with some sort of formula or something like that. And I get this is a time for studying, especially if you're in school, okay? I feel like this is where your focus is, or where your focus needs to be. Okay, but for others, this could just simply mean that you're doing a lot of inner work right now. Like you're working on building yourself up at this time. You're learning more about yourself on a deeper level, what your gifts are, what your talents are. You may be creating things. This could also be some sort of time where you're creating due to projects or something like that. And it may be in the stage where, you know, it's just an idea for now, or some of you guys may feel like you've come up with something finally after spending a lot of time with this. You guys could go to school for chemistry or something. You could be a chemistry major or something like that, something with science. So this could be something in regards to some sort of exam or something that you're doing. For others of you, this could just be other creative things. Or if not creative, then, you know, you've come up with a solution to a situation that you've been, you know, troubled by for quite some time. But let's see, with the Three of Wands, the Three of Wands is have these three imps here, these three characters, and two of them have light torches, fire torches, and the other has like a wand with leaves on it. So it could be that this is a progress where you cannot look at it, what everybody else is doing, in a sense that, you know, everything is happening quickly and fast for other people. Like things seem to just be popping off for other people. You know, it could be a comparison a little bit. And I'm seeing that also with the Four of Cups right next to the Three of Wands, that there's a little bit of this comparison energy and kind of looking at things around you in a sense where, okay, everybody has the, you know, these people over here, they have the fire torches and I'm over here with the leaves. So it could be that there's a little bit of patience that's involved with this energy. There's not a lot of, you may perceive that it's not a lot of movement or that something is not happening. So this is slightly something in your environment that you're paying attention to that could be challenging you or could be a challenge in some essence. But with the Four of Cups, I feel like this is one of those things to remind yourself that no matter what is going on around you or what other people may, have or seemingly have going on or whatever, because sometimes like we perceive that people have it better than us, and in some sense maybe to our perception they do, and maybe to their perception they don't feel that way, or it may not be exactly what we think, what we see, like what you see on TV, or what you see on Instagram, and what you see on Facebook. Like not everything is what it seems, and we know that personally from a personal standpoint. Like we'll step back and some people just be like thinking something about you and just assuming that you just got it like that, and you're like, I don't know where you getting that from. Like, I don't know. But I've seen documentaries and stuff, like countless documentaries or like little shows or whatever. And I'll use celebrities for an example because they're usually the people that a lot of people look at and be like, oh my God, they just living it up. They so happy. And some of them at, points were miserable, depressed. They can't go outside, or someone made up some story about them and they have to live with that story, and it's embarrassment, and some of them feel lonely. It's a lot of different things. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but I seen a preview to some documentary. I think it was like social what do you call them, social media influencers, I guess. And they were talking about like how they post and stuff, and it's just like it's all a fantasy, it's all glitz and glam, it's not what you think on the other side, and it's a lot of they're miserable. And I get that it's not for you to go boast in that and be like, oh well, I shouldn't be feeling some type of way because it may not be what it is. But in a perspective, you should say to yourself like, okay, well, yeah, it may look that way. I really don't know what that person is going through, but I can also use that as motivation. And spirit may also be showing you through other people what you can achieve. And I feel like sometimes, we can, motivate ourselves through that. And there's times where we can't look at that. But I feel like this doesn't have anything to do with people that you don't know. This seems like people in your environment. Like, say, for instance, your sister or your brother just got engaged or something, and you're still looking for a partner, and that could be like, well, what's wrong with me? Like, you're looking at your family and friends and stuff like that. I feel like this is a close environment. And again, it's like it could be triggering something with the devil card. The devil card can speak, excuse me, sometimes of our biggest fears. I don't always see it as like this karmic energy or this entrapment, but I feel like in this instance, it can be that some of you're dealing with one of your biggest fears, and it's not so much about like other people. So say for instance, I'm using the example again of one of your siblings being engaged to be married or whatever, and that biggest fear that could come out is that, say for instance, you scratching the surface, it's not so much that they're getting married, it's that you feel like they have always had it better than you, and you were always the one that got the short end of the stick. Or to go a little bit deeper, that you feel like you're the failure in the family or something, okay? Or it could be that, like, I want a partner, but I don't have one. I don't want to be alone. Could be the deeper meaning of that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you have to go underneath the surface and what is the biggest fear that's holding you back. Because I feel like that's what this is meant to highlight. Any trigger that comes up is meant to highlight something for us. So with the Two of Pentacles, I get that some of you guys have already went through this cycle, or you've come to this awareness of that, but now it's kind of, how do I work through this energy? How do I balance all of these things out? Or it could just be other things going on in your life that you're trying to balance and you're trying to master certain things. I do feel like you're trying not trying to be distracted by what's going on around you in your environment, especially those of you that are in school. I keep getting that you're trying not to be distracted by this, because it's very easy to be tempted by your peers and other things that's going on, especially if you have something that you're bringing to the table. Like, whatever this is, you guys could be very, very gifted in something. And I feel you cannot be distracted by this, especially if you have an exam coming up or something. I don't know if there's some sort of invention program that they have out there. I don't know, but I'm getting something to on the effect of that maybe. But with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is your energy, of course, as a queen. You don't have to be a female Aries, or you don't have to be a feminine Aries, but this is an aspect of you that I feel like this is coming into your own in a way, a confident way. I do see this as looking at the triggers in a positive light, because these imps to me are kind of like mini devils, and you see how he's bringing her sunflowers. I get that this is, you're able to see the positives and the purpose for why you have to have certain triggers, or why certain people are triggering you. And it could be like in a specific area, like maybe you already know this, but this is in a specific situation that you just learned from. You just mastered a certain lesson or something. So you're looking at that, okay, I can see why that was beneficial to me. But there's some sort of getting back up. Like, you may have been feeling kind of like down a little bit triggered, and now you're back up again. The Chariot card. I'm seeing the Chariot card. So keep in mind, you got the Devil, the Hermit, the Chariot, the Lovers, and the Fool. These are the major arcana that come out. So these are key points, okay? The Hermit card is definitely important to the situation. The Devil card is also important to the situation. And the Chariot is important because this is about moving forward with a clear purpose and direction. This is following that inner compass, that inner guidance within you. Could also be that there's some important travel that's coming up for you. Maybe you've already planned this. Maybe you know. Some of you guys may be worried about some sort of forward movement. Maybe you're worried about relocation or some sort of trip or something like that. I don't really, like, I try not to get too much into the Mercury retrograde, like, folk tales or whatever you want to call it, like the do's and the don'ts, and I guess you call it like the urban tales of the of Mercury retrograde, like, oh, you shouldn't do this, and don't travel, and blah blah blah, don't buy an electronic, and like, yeah, I get it to a certain extent or whatever, but if this is around that time, because I believe we're in the shadow, or we're going into the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, like, this is the time for you to, if you have any plans to travel or what have you, to check your car, okay? Because they're driving by mobile. So especially if you're traveling in a car, you're gonna rent a car or whatever, make sure that, you know, the engine and everything is intact. Everything is, I'm getting something with this flag. It could be tags or something like that. Like, make sure your tags are good, or something about your headlights, like all of that. But in a spiritual sense, I'm getting more so that this is about following the inner compass and what's guiding you, okay? What's guiding you on a deeper level, because the Chariot card represents Cancer. There's a train going by, so it's probably really loud. But Cancer represents the emotional energy, that nurturing energy, very sensitive. So it's like you have that guidance, that compass, you feel it, you know what's the right direction for you. And even if it's not about like making decisions or forward movement, as far as like, you know, taking trips and relocating, it's more so about your thought. Like, you know what thoughts serve you, what type of feelings and emotions are of your highest good, and when something is off, or when certain people around you is off, like, pay attention to that more. Then you have the Nine of Swords, and I feel your thoughts very well could very well be a little bit dark. That's the right word. And bats represent initiation. They represent new beginnings. So all of these bats that surround her mind, it's like there's something it's like clearing the way for this brand new start. This is like, you might even be worried about, can I handle this, you know, especially if you know that there's something that you're moving towards. It's like, can I handle this? Can I do that? Am I ready? You know, it's all of these different thoughts that are spiraling in your mind. And this is all about using your discernment once again, because I do get this energy of distraction. You cannot be distracted by things outside of yourself, these thoughts, whatever. Excuse me. Yeah, so some of you guys may not be sleeping right, you know. With this cat, the cat on her lap is, I see the cat in this deck as a guide, a spiritual guide. So your spirit guides or your ancestors, your angels, whatever you want to call them, are with you every step of the way. They're helping you. With the Lovers card here, I feel like you're hopeful that something that you put your heart into, a choice that you made from your heart, or maybe that you are going to make from your heart, is going to pay off. I do feel like there's something unexpected that will come to you when it comes to your heart's heart matters. Now, this doesn't have to be about love per se or romance, but I feel like for some of you, whatever this is, it's for everyone mainly. This is about a heart matter, something that is important to you. It does not have to be about a person or nothing like that, but it can be. It's a choice that you've made, and I feel some of you guys have been very, very clear with the universe what this is that you need help with or what you desire. There's an important message, or important letter for some of you. Something that you've been trying to manifest, or you're working towards something. Like I said, with this Hermit card, I keep going back to the Hermit. This is very important because whatever the choices that you're going to make, it's going to bring about something unexpected. Some of you guys are afraid of making a choice, a decision, because you're afraid of following your heart, or the fear of if you are following the right direction, or if you are choosing what's really in your heart. With the Fool card, this represents a new energy, a new beginning, but it can also be that point where someone just lets go and not try to control this whole energy or just control things within the week. You're learning to let go. You're learning to flow with these energies because you are being supported. I feel like Spirit's trying to help you to break away these energies that hold you back, okay? The things that you tell yourself, or maybe that others have told you, because there's some sort of recall. I'm getting recall with the Nine of Swords. You could be recalling the certain things that were done to you, said to you, and this is so that you can break it. It's kind of like this bubble that, it's like this pressure of heat and like this bubble or whatever, and it's just like it boils and it's putting pressure on the balloon, and the balloon just has to pop at some point. Like, it can't take it anymore. And I feel like when you get to that point, it's kind of like a surrender of the mind, just letting go of those thoughts. Like, it just, they can't fester any longer. So it's like eventually they're just going to pop. They're just going to like release, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. So some of the major energies that may be important to you, whether this is something in the planets, or this is zodiac signs in your chart, or people around you's chart, or maybe a moon or something, because I know we have an Aries moon here, full moon that we're under right now with the Three of Wands, which is Aries energy. You have Cancer energy with the Four of Cups and with the Chariot card. You have Capricorn with the Devil and the Two of Pentacles. The Hermit is Virgo. The Nine of Swords is Gemini. The Lovers card is also Gemini. And the Fool for me is Aquarius. Sometimes I see the Fool as Sagittarian energy. But take what resonates. So I'm going to use one of my relationship oracle cards. If you guys are interested in purchasing any of my decks, the link will be in the description. Any personal readings that you guys may want to book, I do have a special running all of October long for my spooky sale, which is some of my most popular readings and some exclusive readings at a discount right now. Any other readings that you may be interested in that are not on my sale, you guys can check out my website to purchase a reading. Okay, if you guys have questions about my readings, my availability, and to set up your booking dates and times, feel free to email me directly. Okay. All right, so let's see what the overall energy is for Aries this week when it comes to love. Now, keep in mind, this is a general energy reading. This is not personal. Your love situations are not all going to be the same. So please only take what resonates with you in your situation. All right, you got the month of August. I'm going to pull one more Okay, third party. So let's see what's going on. So some of you guys may, if you're not an Aries sun, you could be a sun sign born in August. So that's Leo or Virgo, or you could be dealing with the person that's born in August as a Leo or Virgo. Or it could represent a significant event that took place in August, okay? Third party energy does not have to be a romantic third party interference. It could just be, you know, something within the situation. So let's see where the energies are with this. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Six of Swords, the Justice card, Four of Wands, and the Temperance card. Okay, so there could have been something significant that took place. Could be with Libra energy or Sagittarian energy for the most part, or this could just be the influences of the energies. It does not have to be someone's zodiac sign per se. But the Seven of Pentacles is here. I feel like you were kind of over with putting a lot of energy and effort into something, okay? Or it could be that you're at the point of being done and tired of putting work into something. It could also be that the third party energy could be family, friends, someone that maybe you're allowing to interfere with your love life or an existing connection, or maybe someone around you is going through this, or if this is your partner, maybe this is being fed up with that, like your mom used to say, out of our business, like let's use that as an example. Or your friends, you know, they don't know me, so they don't really, they shouldn't have an input or whatever. Or you're maybe fed up with your own, you know, people around you. Or this could be a situation where you're in a third party where there is another woman or man involved, where you're done putting in the energy and effort towards that. So there's this fed up energy, and for some of you, it's like you know that you cannot do this love situation by yourself, that it takes more than one person. Some of you guys may know that you need, you know, spiritual help with this, if this is not something that you can do by yourself, whether you're in a situation with someone, in a couplehood, single, interested, or have no one in mind, that you just, you know, you feel like you need spiritual help, or that your partner needs to be putting in more. Take the scenarios that resonate. But with the Three of Cups represents that you are very focused on the point of attraction, which is to be celebrating. You want to, it's like this energy of a high, and you may want everyone around you to be happy, okay? So this could be also falling in the lines of family and friends and stuff like that, not just romantically. But I get that you want some joy in your love life, or you want some happiness, or you want some fun. Some of you may not even be looking for love at this very moment. If you are, maybe it's just for dating purposes, for fun, you know, just to get to know a few people, not anything serious. For others of you, it's like, yeah, you are tired of playing this third party situation and trying to maintain your happiness, maintain your partner's happiness, while they're keeping another person happy at the same time. It's like it's becoming like a cycle that you want to get out of, I'm getting. But for some of you may be cool with open relationships, I'm getting, okay? There's a person around you that, this could be someone that's like at a distance from you, or that maybe you've separated from, or this person may be away due to traveling or something like that, or just like the relationship was a long distance one, and maybe someone is getting to the point where it's too much, and maybe looking towards other options, and that could be you looking towards other options. But I just see for others, like where this person is with you, if you're completely single and don't have anyone in mind, most likely the person that's coming in, if you're receptive to them, because some of these things are inevitable and some of them are not. It doesn't have to be that someone comes in this week for you if you're single, or soon, or whatever, but it's a possibility that you may attract someone from a far distance, okay? So whether that be overseas, or whether that just be in a different city or state or something like that. For others, I feel like this represents a person that just wants to move forward. You know, they want to move forward. If there's a family involved, or there's kids involved, they may want to move in that direction of their family, like, you know, if there's children, they want to be in that direction. I get that this person just wants some peace and some calm in their life. You know, this person may want to take a little break just to get that peace of mind that they need. So if this is your partner, they may tell you that, you know, maybe we need to take a family vacation and go away, or I need some time. If there's no kids or anything like that involved, like you guys aren't married or anything, I'm getting like if you guys are just, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, one of you, I feel like for them, they're going to want to take a break from this relationship. And for some of you, it may be separation for the time being, or maybe you both agree to this. But I don't see any sadness on your part about something when it comes to like emotionally. You feel okay with something. Now, this could be an ex or something that you've agreed to part ways with. With the Justice card here, um, it could be that some of you feel like you're still seeking the truth about something in your past, maybe for some of you with an ex. Some of you guys could be in regards to an existing connection. It could be that others, it's like you wanted to find out if somebody is married. I'm getting for some of you, not everybody, but you're trying to get down to the point if somebody is really married, because the Justice card next to the Four of Wands, I get like marriage is something that's solidified. And for some, it's like, should I get married to this person? Like, should I go ahead and do this? Because some of you guys may be wanting to, you know, do it in the court first or whatever before you have an actual ceremony. You may want to do it before the judge or whatever, or get some paper signed or whatever. And it's like, you know, but that's a serious step. So let me think about this before I even do this. Or the other person may be doing this. Could be an air sign person that a lot of you are dealing with, or you have a lot of air in your chart and you're trying to think about things from a practical sense. But others of you, it could be that I'm getting so many different messages with this group. There could have been, with the justice system, it could be that there's some restraining orders, some custody placements, or you're trying to find out whether you should get custody, or file for legal rights for a child or something, or file child support or something. I'm getting a lot of different things because you just want some balance in your life. You want some stability. You're not trying to play games. And I feel like this is just where you are right now. Like, you really want the truth of situation, and you want to make sure that you're making the right choices, because there could be a legal situation involved for some of you, and this could be about property for some of you, you know, assets and stuff like that. So this can run a little bit deep for others of you. It's not as simple as making decisions, but whatever it is, it's like, if I want to really be with this person, it could even be signing a lease with someone or buying a home with someone. Like, am I really ready to invest in this? Because there's something financial too with the Seven of Pentacles. Am I really willing to do this? Some of you, am I really ready to meet this person? Because there could be distance, and it's like investing financially into this. Like, this person better be serious about this. This person better be serious about me, because, you know, once I buy this plane ticket, and remember, you did have the Chariot card, it's a done deal once I do that. And there's something with Cancer influence, so this could be during the time of Cancer season, or maybe it's already happened. But the Four of Wands, Spirit is supporting your joy and your happiness. Like, they want you to have that stability, that happy home that you're wanting, you know. And regardless of who it is, I feel like Spirit is more focused on the essence of what you're trying to manifest, not so much the people, if that makes sense. Like, the person, like, unless the person is really, you know, for you and is destined for you. And I do get Libra and Temperance, Sagittarian energy, that these could be time frames. Okay, these could be time frames. Doesn't necessarily have to be people. I'm getting more so timing is important with these zodiac signs. So now, between Sagittarius season, because we're in Libra season right now, for something here that is being healed, like something very significant. Something with money could be connected to a partner. Okay, so any money issues or frustrations could have been connected to a partner. So say, for instance, your ex is withholding money from you, child support, or there's some sort of divorce suit or whatever that's happening, and this person is like trying to withhold paying you or giving you what you deserve, or, you know, whatever the agreement was between you. It could be something like that. But some of you guys are just kind of like, I'm going through it right now, and I'm just trying to figure out whether this is the right direction for me to take. when it comes to love, because I do get with the Temperance card, some of you are like, okay, should I get my feet wet and really move forward in the situation? Because this could be a new person, or this could be, like I said, someone that lives far from you and there's distance involved. And if it's not that this person, um, if it's not that you're going to this person, then it could be that this person is coming to you. And maybe Spirit's telling that this person may be having some financial issues right now to where they can't come to you right now, or it's just certain things where certain situations need to come to balance, okay? Um, and Spirit's working on that right now. Everything is with divine timing, but what Spirit is saying that they're very supportive of, with the Four of Wands, is your joy and your happiness and you having that stability that you're really seeking. And for some of you, your stability, they're wanting you to be stable first right now before focusing on love. Like, they want you to get to this place within yourself, or where you're settled, where you need to be. So there's no need to rush, okay? There's no need to rush things before it's time. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of different messages, so just take whatever resonated with you. Hopefully any any of these messages resonated with you, or whomever it was meant to resonate with. I hope it was helpful, brought you some insight and some clarity. Okay, so yep, that was your reading for this week, Aries. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, feel free to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video or channel with friends and family, whoever you feel like might need it. And I will catch you guys back in the next video. Take care. Have a great week. Peace.